all of us, the new guys, are, what's interesting is we do start out as these total newbies, and we don't know anything, we don't understand anything, we don't like each other, we all feel a little forced into this relationship, we spend all of our time together and don't necessarily get along, but sort of as the series progresses, we get that amazing family dynamic where people sort of start relying on each other, and we're in life and death situations, so you really do start to rely on, you have to trust, and trust is a big sort of theme for the first couple episodes, and how do you trust these people you don't know with your life? And it does turn into this really weird and awkward family where we do sort of all love each other by the end, begrudgingly mostly, but we do sort of all come together, so I think you see that sort of, not only do we grow as individuals, but we also sort of grow as a group, and we become actually pretty damn good at what we're doing. We're pretty good at it by the end of the first season.
Prepare for the role of playing Citizen. Like, what kind of research do you do?
I did a lot of looking online. I talked to a couple of people who I knew who had the disease, one of whom didn't even know that they were a synesthete. I was working with him and I started talking about it. I said, oh, I'm going to play this character and it's sort of like this. And he says, I do that. What's it called? And I said, it's called synesthesia. And he's like, that's not a thing? And I was like, no, it is a thing. And he's like, but they made it up? And I was like, no, it's a real thing. And he's like, I have that. That's what I do. And I was like, yes, this is awesome. So I had a chance to talk to him about that. I also, just for myself, because there were sort of all these things about how she hears music when she hears certain things, I made a sort of playlist, like a little soundtrack for Cassandra's life, and sort of those were the musical things I would listen to before we went in and did one of the scenes where Cassandra's gift was appearing. But I did have a lot of freedom to sort of. It's a real thing, but Cassandra's version is so dramatic. She also has like a brain tumor, and it's sort of amplifying all of her senses. So I do get to play in a world where it is an exaggerated version of this very real thing, which is fun because I get to play along. It's fun, yeah.
What kind of songs are on the playlist?
All sorts of stuff. It was funny because I started thinking I would just do things that had no lyrics because I didn't want to be distracted by them. But then I started finding songs that I found very Cassandra, like they were songs about colors or songs that just felt. I tried to imagine what it would be like to feel so intimately music, and so I started picking songs that just affected me. And some of them were happier and lighter, and some of them were much more frantic. And a lot of the times when her disease or her stuff is going on, it's flying all over the place. And so I needed music that had that sort of like panicky energy. So the music was all across the spectrum, from like classical to pop to rock, like everything. Yeah, it was fun.
And who did you work with the music?
I just, my iPod.
So you did it yourself?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I love music, and I find I often, when I'm working on a new character, will find songs that sort of mean something to me.
Oh.
And I have all sorts of weird playlists on my iTunes that are like dead girl music.
Or Pizza Girl music.
Yeah. I did have Pizza Girl music, although I got helped out a lot on that show.
What were some of the songs and some of the artists?
You asked me off the top of my head. There's a song called by Lucinda Williams called Blue. That was one of my songs. There's a song called by Ani DeFranco called Gray. So those were examples of some of the ones that I was sort of doing, like trying to find the color theme there. True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really help, but it's a personal favorite, so I had to throw it in there.
All right, guys, time to rotate.
Awesome, thank you.